So there was quite an admission there from you that it's been a rocky 12 months for basically the private sector, reputation of the private sector in delivering public services. Is this the start of a sort of new, more open, more honest approach to this issue?
I think the private sector fully understand that in taking taxpayers' money to deliver public services, there's a level of accountability and transparency required which goes beyond the standards, already high, required in the private sector market. And therefore, yes, there is a new approach from us, because we can't let occasional bad apples in the barrel spoil the barrel for everybody else. Sometimes it's honest mistakes, sometimes it's poorly prescribed contracts by the public sector customer, but occasionally it's been worse than that. It's been real contract failure, and just occasionally there's even been fraud deep in the workforce in a business. I'm not going to defend the indefensible. I will defend the fact that this is a great sector which has delivered 30 years of growing excellence, which is delivering value, which is delivering taxes paid, and which is part of Britain's new export potential. But it has to be the best of British business.
If you're adopting a new approach, should the politicians also, you've said in the past that there's been a sort of demonisation of the business community, in particular Labour, if you believe the polls, they're coming into government. Do you want to see a more positive approach to business from the Labour leader, Ed Miliband?
I believe that Ed Miliband is setting out to be pro-business, but the tone of what he says, if he relentlessly says that markets are broken, could be picked up particularly by small entrepreneurs, not involved in those individual markets, but hearing the message week after week after week as a belief that markets are broken. I don't believe markets are broken, but I willingly accept that markets aren't always perfect. It is the job of the Leader of the Opposition to challenge business. It is the job of the Leader of the Opposition to point out when markets are failing. But I believe passionately that properly constructed and regulated markets are in the interests of the British citizen, taxpayer and consumer. And I would like all politicians from all parties to get behind good and fair markets.
John Cridland, thank you very much.